Okay, so this is gonna be a tutorial for, what is it? Journey to the West. And I know this isn't too difficult of a dungeon, but I know back when I needed my Woken Haku, and there were still restrictions on the Dark Zhuanzang, I believe it is. I had trouble trying to do this dungeon, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a video of it. And as you can probably already see, I was lucky enough to get Rukia from the Bleach collab, which she has a really high multiplier. I think it goes up to like 81 times, or maybe it's somewhere around 56 times, somewhere around there. And she's a really good water TPA lead. Unfortunately, I sold a lot of my water TPA monsters, so I don't have anything too good sub-wise, but I was working through it. So on the first stage, you fight a bunch of the little ninjas, one of each type. So that's just a really easy stage to get by. And then this next stage, you take a cut HP of 99%, so make sure you have something with good recovery, or you just have a lot of heal orbs on the board. This lead has increased recovery, so I have no problem healing up all the way back to full with just a few hard orbs. And then since it's fire type, I go ahead and kill it pretty easily. If you get it below 30%, I think, it'll actually put up the 75% damage reduction, which can be a pain, but since it was this low, I was able to kill it. This next stage is probably the hardest stage in the dungeon for me, just because of this annoying resolve. He doesn't have very much HP, so it's really easy to get him down really low, and if you get him down below 1%, he'll cut your HP by 99% and then go ahead and deal another attack. So he'll kill you basically. So right here, I didn't notice that I already got past his resolve. Instead of being a 50% resolve, it's actually, you just need to get him below 75% HP. So you're just going to want to do a really small attack and then go ahead and get him below 75%. And then usually what I'd like to do is bring something like Sun Quan here just to delay, just in case I do get him below that 1% region, I can actually live because he won't attack. So that's pretty useful to bring. That's why I brought along my Sun Quan. He wasn't actually used, I didn't actually need him for this run, but he can be useful for other times. But the cooldown is pretty long, so you're gonna have to stall. Going into the next stage, you fight Wukong. He doesn't have too much HP. None of the monsters in this dungeon have really high HP, so you don't need too high of a multiplier, but you're gonna want to bring along something to either change the board or just give you the extra orbs that you need, because he is going to change orbs. He's going to change on the first turn, he'll change his second and fourth row, and then he'll change light orbs to poison. He'll just change a bunch of the orbs, so you're going to want to bring along something. And make sure you kill him within a few turns, because he will go ahead and do a pretty large attack of 21,000, which I think I can barely live if I was full HP, but if you're not packing too much HP, you're going to want to kill him before he gets to that attack. Going into the next stage is really why I ran this dungeon in the past, and really the only reason I see to really run this dungeon is the Dark Zhuanzang. Even though the light one is the boss, I think this is the most important stage, just because for Woken Haku, how useful she is and how good she is on so many teams, that it's really hard to get this evil material sometimes. I think they took off the restriction on her dungeon, so it's probably not as hard anymore, but back before when the restriction was still up, this is probably the best way to get this. So you don't need too many combos. I think I kill her here. No, okay, never mind. I get her really low, and then she does a really annoying takes away some of my time to combo, which with this team I have a lot of problems comboing, because just I don't think I have enough time extents to really do much with this team. But I don't have the optimal team, and I don't think that's really worth running. I did Hypermax her because I thought it was a really lucky pull for me to get, and I really wanted to take advantage of getting it. So I did Hypermax her. So if you have Rukia and you want some friends, let me know. Just add me, or put your ID down in the description, I'll add you. Either way. So now we're on the boss stage. She does have a combo absorb, so you're gonna have to make sure you get in enough combos. And she does have the damage from Dark Attribute, so if you're bringing a Dark team, you're gonna have to do, which you don't really have to do double damage because you're doing double damage anyway, so I think it negates it out. So I do actually get a bunch of lucky Skyfalls here, which help me clear, which it's not really the way I wanted to end this dungeon, but it's just the way things worked out. And I got the clear right there. So I know this dungeon isn't going to be out by the time this video is uploaded, but I hope you enjoy the content, and like if you did, and comment down below if you have any suggestions for dungeons you want me to do or teams you want me to use in the future.